NCIS Sydney to be renewed for Season 2 after huge success in America. President of CBS Entertainment Amy Reisenbach said the NCIS franchise became even stronger on broadcast and streaming with the addition of NCIS Sydney. Our American viewers have fully embraced these engaging characters, unique stories, and the fabulous Australian scenery. We are thrilled to bring this show back to CBS next season and spend even more time down under. Executive producer and showrunner for Endemol Shine Australia, Morgan O'Neill, said, "We're beyond stoked with the response to the first season of the show, both in Australia and around the world, and that the team at NCIS Sydney is returning for a second season. We're especially thrilled to invite our audience deeper into the lives of our core team, peeling back the layers to find out what really makes them tick. This will be even more important as we see the bonds of the new family tested to breaking point in the face of a much more potent enemy looming on the horizon." The first season of the international iteration debuted in November 2023 and is the fifth series in the franchise. NCIS and NCIS Hawaii are still running, while NCIS New Orleans and NCIS Los Angeles have concluded. Paramount Plus greenlights Season 2 of NCIS Sydney. Paramount Plus has announced that NCIS Sydney has been greenlit for a second season, with production due to begin shortly. The show was Australia's most-watched local series premiere since the launch of Paramount Plus, and the announcement coincides with a Season 2 renewal by CBS television network in the U.S. Paramount ANZ's creative advisor drama, Rick Mayer, said, "This is such a powerful acknowledgement of both the great work and the wonderful audience response for Season 1. We're thrilled to be going again with our brilliant cast, story team, crew, and the best backdrop we know." NCIS Sydney follows a team of US NCIS agents and the Australian Federal Police who have been grafted into a multinational task force to keep naval crimes in check. Having only just found their feet, Season 2 will see the agents of NCIS Sydney square off against a much more powerful adversary. Executive producer and showrunner for Endemol Shine Australia, Morgan O'Neill, said, "We're beyond stoked with the response to the first season of the show, both in Australia and around the world, and that the team at NCIS Sydney are returning for a second season. We're especially thrilled to invite our audience deeper into the lives of our core team, peeling back the layers to find out what really makes them tick. This will be even more important as we see the bonds of the new family tested to breaking point in the face of a much more potent enemy looming on the horizon." NCIS Sydney stars Olivia Swan, Todd Lassence, Sean Sagar, Tuli Narkle, Maverney Hazel, and William McKinns. The series is created by Morgan O'Neill, who serves as executive producer alongside Endemol Shine Australia's Sarah Richardson and Michelle Bennett. Produced by Endemol Shine Australia for CBS Studios and Paramount Australia, and distributed outside Australia by Paramount Global Content Distribution. NCIS fans grab their tissues as CBS replaces show's new episode in tear-inducing schedule change. NCIS fans couldn't contain their tears after a recent shakeup to CBS show lineup. CBS executives has opted not to show a new episode in the show's time slot last night. NCIS fans were in for a surprise when they tuned in for the series' latest program on Monday and got something else instead. Since NCIS was off, CBS aired a rerun episode instead of a new one, which would normally be aired. Digger Donald Ducky Mallard's tribute episode was the rerun episode shown on March 18. Actor David McCallum played as Digger Donald, aka Ducky, on NCIS until he died in September 2023. When the above-mentioned episode first aired last month, it saddened many fans. Several fans revealed on X, Twitter, that they were brought to tears again after they re-watched the show on Monday. One person admitted, "It's unbelievable just how good this episode was. No matter how many times you watch it, it doesn't become any less of a tearjerker. Ducky/David would have been proud. #NCIS." Another shared, "You've watched the #NCIS tribute to David McCallum. #Ducky. Tears. Many tears, but so many smiles too. What a well-written show. Worthy of and true to the tradition the original established. Well done at Brian Dietzen." A third person confessed, "Watching the rerun #NCIS episode about Ducky still gets me. A fourth remarked, "No new hashtag NCIS on tonight, but they are replaying the ode to hashtag Ducky episode, crying emoji." Before the rerun aired, someone else disclosed, "Heads up, hashtag NCIS fans. A rerun of the hashtag Ducky tribute is on in 30 minutes. Grab your gear and some tissues." At NCIS Dr. Ducky's TRIBUT. NCIS writers wrote the late David's character, Dr. Donald, off very tastefully. Toward the end of the tribute episode, Agent Nick Torres, Wilmer Valderrama, was seen desperately asking Agent Alden Parker, Gary Cole, what was going on. Alden remained quiet until the episode cut to black. Producers had Michael Weatherly, 55, reprise his role as the skilled special agent Tony Dinazzo. Additionally, the seasoned Scotland-born performer celebrated his birthday a few days before his death. David had a starring role in the 1960s show The Man from UNCLE, a spy fiction series. For the last 2 decades, he has starred on NCIS, a spin-off of the television show JAG, which premiered on September 23, 2003. NCIS executive producers Stephen D. Binder and David North released a statement about their longtime star. Stephen and David said, "For over 20 years, David McCallum endeared himself to audiences around the world playing the wise, quirky, and sometimes enigmatic Dr. Donald Ducky Mallard. But as much as his fans may have loved him, those who worked side by side with David loved him that much more." The two continued, "He was a scholar and a gentleman, always gracious, a consummate professional, and never one to pass up a joke." NCIS Sydney future revealed after Season 1's cliffhanger ending. Details. Todd Lassens and Olivia Swan star in the spin-off series. NCIS Sydney fans have been eagerly waiting for news about the show's future beyond Season 1, and now it's been revealed that the drama will be back for a second season. The series, which is a spin-off of the long-running CBS drama NCIS, will be returning to CBS in the US and Paramount Plus Australia. For those unfamiliar with the series, it takes the popular police procedural Down Under, where a dedicated team of NCIS agents and Australian Federal Police join forces to keep naval crimes at bay in Sydney. The team is led by Special Agent Michelle Mackey, Olivia Swan, and her Australian Federal Police counterpart, Sergeant Jim J.D. Dempsey, Todd Lassens. The renewal news comes after Season 1 reached over 10.2 million viewers on linear in the US and became the #1 news series of the fall in the 2023 to 2024 season. Olivia Swan stars as NCIS Special Agent Captain Michelle Mackey, and Todd Lassens plays AFP Liaison Officer Sergeant Jim Dempsey. Taking to Instagram to celebrate the news, lead actor Todd penned, "We are coming back for Season 2, baby." NCIS Sydney has been renewed for Season 2 on CBS and at Paramount Plus. Still feels like a dream. Thank you to every single one of you who tuned in and supported us. Cannot wait to step back on set with our squad. #NCIS Sydney. Olivia also shared her excitement on social media. "We're getting a fam back together," she wrote alongside a photo of the cast. "So happy, so excited, so grateful." Amy Reisenbach, president of CBS Entertainment, said in a statement, "The global power of the NCIS franchise became even stronger on broadcast and streaming with the addition of NCIS Sydney. Our American viewers have fully embraced these engaging characters, unique stories, and the fabulous Australian scenery. We are thrilled to bring this show back to CBS next season and spend even more time down under." Morgan O'Neill, executive producer and showrunner for Endemol Shine Australia, added, "We're beyond stoked with the response to the first season of the show, both in Australia and around the world, and that the team at NCIS Sydney is returning for a second season. We're especially thrilled to invite our audience deeper into the lives of our core team, peeling back the layers to find out what really makes them tick. This will be even more important as we see the bonds of the new family tested to breaking point in the face of a much more potent enemy looming on the horizon." So what can we expect from Season 2? CBS and Paramount Plus have yet to share any details about the new season given it's only just been renewed, so we'll have to wait a little longer to find out what's in store for JD and Agent Mackey. However, the show did end on a huge cliffhanger with the shocking revelation that Department of Defense's Rankin was somehow connected to the kidnapper clown who took GD's son from his 9th birthday party. About the surprise ending, Todd previously said, "It is endless as to where they could take it. What I love is that Rankin is such an intrinsic part of the organization and controls a lot of our activities. So to have that person be part of, potentially, our biggest threat and the biggest enemy introduced in the whole series, and she has escaped as well. It's light where they can go with this is phenomenal," he told TV Line. We also know that Todd is keen to explore the family dynamic side of things with his character. "This is a dream series for me because I get to play with the comedy, with that cheeky ridding each other element and also be the straight cop/leader. And then I get to go with the emotional element of the relationship with the son and my ex-wife and the breakdown of that relationship," he told the publication.